Hello everyone and welcome back again to my channel. My name is Buyucan. If you are very new to my channel, welcome. And in my channel, I love to share you guys realities of living in Canada, and I love to share you news updates from immigration, and sometimes I love to share about different types of job here in Canada, especially those nannies and caregivers or any kind of job. So the reason why I'm sharing this in my video because I love to share with the aspirant people who wants to move and settle here in Canada in the future, so they have some ideas what's going on in this country. So anyway, on today's video, let's talk about how much money do you need to immigrate here in Canada, and let's talk about the express entry program. So when we are talking about the express entry program, means to say they have a three category immigration program, wherein either federal skilled worker program, number two is federal trades worker program, or Canadian experience program. So when we are talking about the federal skilled worker program, these are the type of people who wants to migrate here in Canada as a permanent resident. Mean to say, when they arrive here in Canada, they are permanent residents and no working visa, no work permit. So mean to say, they are permanent resident here in this country. So, and I think this is the best option for you guys if you think you are qualified to come and immigrate here in Canada, instead of looking for an employer who can hire you and give you a job offer. Then if you think you are qualified, then apply this opportunity. But this express entry program, you need to have the qualifications in order for you to become a permanent resident. The reason why I want to share you how much money cost you for this application. Okay, so when you are applying the express entry program, you are going to spend the money, let's say educational credential assessment you are going to send here in Canada, and you are going to spend Canadian dollar, because in every program here in Canada you have to pay Canadian dollar, but I don't know exactly how much the conversion in your own country. Okay, that's why you need to consider that. That's why some applicants, they cannot get it through and continue their application. The reason why, because when we are talking Canadian money, it's small amount of money for us here in Canada, but if you are going to convert in your own country, it's look like so big money, right? Like for example, in my country, in Philippines, we have a peso. If we convert our Canadian money, it's look like too much money if you convert in my own country, right? So end up those applicants, they got just back up, they give up because of that amount of money. So if I were you, if you have this plan, try to accomplish all the requirements, and never mind, don't think about the money is just a money. Okay guys, the reason why I said this one is just money, is just a money. So if you really want to come here in Canada, there is always a way, right? So anyway, oh god, it's too much talking about that. Okay, so let's talk about, so if you are going to do your educational assessment here in Canada, of course you're going to spend money. In Canadian money is 220 plus the courier you expect. And if you're going to get your credentials to your own school, you're going to pay them again, because there's no free. Oh my goodness, everything is money guys, so you have to consider that. So 220 for Canadian dollar, I don't know the conversion of your money in your own country. Okay, so you have to convert that in your own money how much, and plus the international delivery, you have to pay that, plus the transcript of record if you're going from the school. Plus, you're going to do your Ielts too, celpip or Ielts, and you're going to pay how much amount of money is 230 Canadian dollar. So you have to remember this guys, even you came from an English speaking country, and you want to move here and settle in Canada, you still need to undergo English examination test. Okay, so there's no excuse, everybody is fair. That's, I love this Canada. So you also consider the police clearance, the biometrics, and the Canadian fee. Canadian fee means your permanent resident fee. So once you accomplish everything and you pass the points, and immigration invited you to apply for your permanent residence, you have to be ready, because you are going to pay for one person is 1,040. So if you have a spouse, another 1,040 for adult. Okay, so for one child is 150 Canadian dollar. Plus you have to proof of funds, mean to say the proof of funds, you have this money in your account. You just only proof that you have this amount of money to arrive in Canada and settle to survive. Okay, plus the agency, if you're going to hire immigration consultant, you're going to pay them. There's no free, or immigration lawyer, you have to pay them, and I don't know how much they charge you. It depends on the immigration consultant. Sometimes they ask you to pay them like between 3,000 to 5,000 just to guide you, and they will submit your applications to the immigration. Some consultant, they pay less for that amount of money. So I don't know exactly how much they charge you, but you have to consider that when you are doing your application as for the express entry program, because sometimes it's so confusing, this application. That's why my best advice for you guys, if you are applying for this express entry, you better do it yourself. It's all in the immigration website. Just follow the step-by-step how to apply on your own, and you can do it your own, and that is a saving money for you guys, because express entry program is the most expensive, one of the most expensive, but it's worthy if you are qualified for this, because you arrive in Canada as a permanent resident and you are entitled for the benefits in Canada, especially when you have small children. So my own roughly total for this, let's say I'm making it 3 applicants, you husband and wife plus your 1 child, let's say the total is between 3,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollar you're going to spend for this express entry program. The reason why I said this is my roughly calculation, because if you're going to do your Ielts examination, remember, before you do the examination, you might before you do your examination, sometimes you enroll yourself to an agency who can guide you and do some reading and practice before you do the test, right? It's just happened for my sister-in-law. That's why I make this an example. So we spend more money for the Ielts because she has to go to an agency. They will do that in class for 2 weeks. They do some tests, practice before she go for the examination. That's why she passed. But some people, they just do it online and do it. They will self-review because they know they are very good in English. Then you can save more money for that, right? But if you think you want to go for an agency who can help you to guide you for the examination, for the English examination test, then it would be better, because then you don't have to waste your money. If you failed, then you have to pay another 230 Canadian dollar. So instead of paying more, and then you can enroll yourself to an institution who guide you for the test, for the English examination test. Then once you go for the test, then you pass, then you save more money for that, right? So that's why for me, the total you have to save at least in your own pocket 3,000 Canadian dollar to 8,000 Canadian dollar. So it's up to you to convert in your own money. You must be shocked. You said, oh my God, that is too much money. We cannot afford. No, you don't think about that. If you really want to dream something and you want to come here in Canada, you have to do something. When I first came to Canada, I don't have even like $1 Canadian dollar, and I arrived in Canada. The reason why, because I came here as a work permit, and I don't have to worry about like show money whatsoever. So this express entry program, you need to have a show money. The reason why you need to have a show money, because you have to have fun to support yourself when you arrive here in Canada. But those people like coming as with a work permit visa, they don't have to worry about proof of funds. That's why I try my best to share you guys with this, to inspire you, that not because of money. Remember this, nothing is free in this country. You guys have the dream and you want to come here in Canada because that's what you're dreaming. I have some comments, oh, in my dream to come here in Canada. Then you have to do something. You have to remember, there's no free. Nothing is easy, guys. If you really want to do something, just do it and don't complain. Because for me, when I was in Hong Kong, I have no money, but there's always a way, right? I told you guys, I borrow money from the bank. That's why I came to Canada. I pay those people who look employer for me here in Canada. That's why I came to this country. I don't need to be rich to come here. I don't need to have a relatives who help me to come here. I don't have a cousin or friend. No, you don't have to rely to them. If you really want to do it for yourself and don't complain. Just do it. I can just only share it because that's exactly what I did. So in this application also, guys, they have a certain points to reach. If you as the principal applicants pass all the requirements, you have enough points, then you don't have to bother your spouse. Okay, so mean to say, you spend less money for that, because if your points is not enough, then that's the time you include your husband. If your husband have an education, then you include your husband for the educational credential assessment here in Canada, then you increase more points for that. Okay, then you have to pay more money for that, for the Canadian money, which is okay, right? Don't give up and make an action for your own applications, and there's nothing impossible. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope I help you for some tips. I didn't give you exactly the amount of money, but just a roughly a total of how much money do you need to spend, so you have some in your mind how much really money. Okay, so anyway guys, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you for my next video, and God bless you, and bye bye.